Joining us now is Alan Guelzo, historian, senior research scholar at Princeton University, and visiting scholar at the Heritage Foundation. Good to see you, Professor. Thanks for coming in. Let's focus, as you did in a piece in the Wall Street Journal, on the 1619 Project, which is being used as a curriculum in tandem with the American Federation of Teachers and the Pulitzer Prize Board, et cetera. What, in your eyes, is the most egregious historical error made by the 1619 Project?
It's the error right at the very basis of the entire 1619 Project, and that is that the whole identity of the American nation is wrapped up in slavery, starting in 1619 and running straight up through the American Revolution. And the argument of the 1619 Project is the American Revolution was made to protect slavery,
right?
And we rebelled against the British because we were afraid that Great Britain was going to somehow meddle in or interfere with slavery. And that not only is not true, but really has no single shred of evidence to support it. It's pure assertion.
Now, there have been historians on both sides of the political aisle that agree with your rendition of the actual founding of America that had more to do with calls for liberty and separation between the government's control of individual freedoms, et cetera, than it did with slavery. Isn't that right, that a lot of historians on either side, both conservatives and liberals, agree on that point?
I have joined with historical colleagues who are liberals, who are centrists, who are leftists, who are conservatives, some more conservative than me, some less so. Every one of us has seen in the 1619 Project one big fat hole after another. And yet, nevertheless, this gets pushed forward as though it were, in fact, some great new discovery that had been made and some great new reinterpretation of the entire
pushed forward not only by the Biden administration that wants to fund various 1619 projects around the country, but also the American Federation of Teachers, the organization that we entrust our children to, has said about the 1619 Project, and I'm quoting the president, Ms. Weingarten here, there's nothing unpatriotic about a clear-eyed view of our nation's past. The country has to see its history in all of its manifestations, and that history, her word, cannot be whitewashed. So according to her, you want to whitewash our history.
No, I don't want to whitewash it. I don't want to gray wash it. I don't want to purple wash it. I don't want to wash it at all. I want to take it for what it is and for what it has been. And when we do that, when we take seriously what the evidence is, what the reason is, then we will not go chasing strange theories.
Right.
I can agree with anyone who says, let's understand that American history has both great moments and moments that we regret and we're frankly ashamed about. We can say that, and we can say it together as Americans.
Professor,
but we don't say it on the basis of lies.
We are really short on time, but very quickly, it deserves more time than this. The 1619 Project also says that capitalism is the mechanism by which slavery worked, and that it empowered slavery in America. You say what about that?
No, cotton was what made slavery work, not capitalism. Cotton, because it was the most profitable commodity in the 19th century Atlantic world. If you asked the slaveholders what they were doing, they were capitalism's most energetic critics.
Yes.
The pro-slavery apologists always talked about a Southern plantation being the beau ideal of communism. And that's from George Fitzhugh, probably the most famous apologist for slavery before the Civil War.
Right. He was the great enemy of Abraham Lincoln, in fact, and somehow the 1619 Project just went over their heads. Professor, great ideas. Please come back and see us again. We appreciate you coming here.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching the Heritage Foundation's YouTube channel. With more than 500,000 members, we are the nation's largest conservative research and education institution. We believe the principles and ideas of the American founding are worth conserving and renewing. Please help us further our mission by subscribing to this channel and sharing our videos with your family and friends.